What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. If you had asked what the best arc rocket launcher in Destiny was 6 weeks ago, the answer would have probably been the Hothead or the Blowout. These two rocket launchers have served Guardians well for a long time, making great DPS options in dungeons and raids. But in Season 23, there's a new arc champion in town. The Crux Termination is a new arc rocket launcher that was released earlier this season. It offers some of the most unique and interesting weapon trait combinations that you won't find with other rocket launchers. And even though this is a free-to-play weapon, you'll be surprised to see just how much more damage it can put up over top of its predecessors. It's taken me 5 weeks to finally get all the necessary combinations to properly test this new rocket launcher. But today we are putting the Crux Termination to the test against the Blowout and the Hothead. The Crux Termination is an aggressive framed rocket launcher that includes 6 different 3rd and 4th column traits. These include Clown Cartridge, Permeability, Envious Assassin, Reconstruction, and Slide Shot, which are all in the 3rd column. And in the 4th column, you can have Tracking, Demolitionist, Bipod, Explosive Light, or Surrounded, making this just the 2nd rocket launcher that offers Surrounded, the first being the Apex Predator. Surrounded has become an extremely popular weapon trait as it provides a 35% increase in overall damage and a 40% increase to impact damage. But this only becomes beneficial when you have 3 or more enemies nearby. To get a proper comparison of these rocket launchers, we're heading into the Grasp of Avarice against Farazia. To reduce any variables, we're not using any debuffs like a tether or tractor cannon. We are using Well of Radiance with Luna factions, along with 3 arc weapon surges. We're also using the new seasonal artifact mods called Solo Operative and Argent Ordnance, which will improve the damage of all of these rocket launchers. Before we test out the Crux, let's see how these old rocket launchers are performing in Season 23. Starting with the Blowout. This rocket launcher is available through Lord Shaxx at the tower, and it offers 12 different traits in each of its last 2 columns. But the one that we're testing out includes Explosive Light, which tacks on an extra 25% damage per rocket when Explosive Light is active. This helps the Blowout put up around 1.6 million points of damage in less than 30 seconds, which is certainly a respectable number, but not quite good enough. So with that, we turn to the Hothead, a Nightfall reward that offers 6 different traits in each of its final 2 columns. This can include Clown Cartridge, Vorpal, Lasting Impression, or Explosive Light in the 4th column, with Tracking, Auto-Reloading, Build Prep, or Demolitionist in the left. And the one we're utilizing includes Explosive Light, which helps put the Hothead at the same threshold as the Blowout, putting up around 1.6 million points of damage. With the old guns out of the way, let's take a look at what the Crux Termination can do. We are testing 3 different versions of the Crux, one that includes Slide Shot and Surrounded, another that includes Reconstruction and Surrounded, and one that includes Reconstruction and Explosive Light. And surprisingly, the one that includes Reconstruction and Explosive Light puts up the least amount of damage, putting up just under 1.7 million points of damage. So now let's see how Reconstruction and Surrounded will do. In just 30 seconds against Farazia, Surrounded and Reconstruction puts up just under 1.9 million points of damage. Really solid numbers. Numbers that could be slightly improved upon with the use of Clown Cartridge, but sadly that's just not been a drop that I've had so far this season. And honestly, Reconstruction is such a great weapon trait because it facilitates the ability to rotate through your entire loadout in order to maximize your overall damage potential. With that said though, the real winner in the left column is Slide Shot. No matter how fast your weapon auto-reloads or how fast your reloading animation is, sliding to reload ammo is always going to be faster. And when you're able to reap the benefits of Surrounded at the same time, you're looking at some incredible damage numbers. Even though the damage phase against Farazia is 30 seconds long, we're able to pump out every rocket the Crux has in 15 to 20 seconds, leaving plenty of time to apply additional damage from other sources. And in just 15 to 20 seconds, we were able to put up just shy of 2 million points of damage, and that's with no debuffs, which would have accounted for about 160,000 extra points of damage. Really impressive numbers out of a free rocket launcher. And the only other non-exotic rocket launchers that can put up this level of damage is the Apex Predator or the Cold Comfort, both requiring you to jump into a raid or dungeon. So if you weren't already sold on the Crux Termination, it's time you joined the party, because this rocket launcher is absolutely insane. The Crux Termination is available as a world drop in Season of the Witch, so you can get it randomly by completing any activity or opening chests and engrams. And with that said, I wish you all the best of luck in getting the Crux Termination this season. Let me know what drops you've gotten so far and what your thoughts of this new Arc rocket launcher are. Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you as always for checking out the video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. If you're a new Light Guardian, just starting your journey, or a battle-hardened veteran just looking for a new home, then be sure to check out the Discord link in the description below and join one of the greatest communities in all of Destiny. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.